Live with studios in Midland and Odessa, you're watching CBS7 First Alert News at 9 on the CW West
The fitness
Texas.
community is a very tight community, and we're all here for the same reason. And I know that they would do the same for us, and we are really praying for the Paynes right now.
Over the weekend, a fire resulted in the loss of a local gym. Now other gyms are opening their doors to their fellow fitness friends. Coming up in just a few minutes, we share more about those gyms. Thanks for joining us for CBS7 News on the CW, and thanks to those of you joining us live on the CBS7 YouTube. I'm Laura Munton. In our top story tonight, we're taking a look at the assassination attempt on former President Donald Trump from the eyes of an Odessan who witnessed the shooting firsthand. Just after 5 o'clock on Saturday, thousands of Trump supporters gathered in Butler, Pennsylvania to listen to the 2024 candidate speak. Among those gathered was Odessan Matt Code. Code sat down with CBS7 today to share his experience.
You know, obviously all of us were afraid that President Trump had been killed. But I remember hearing the roar and hearing people were excited. And so in my mind, I remember thinking, okay, President Trump is safe. He is alive and okay. And I relaxed a little bit.
According to CBS News, police were alerted of a suspicious person that was spotted. This is leading to lots of questions about the security failure. Among those inquiring is Congressman August Pfluger.
We have a lot of questions just on the decision making and who was in charge. You know, was there a question of whether or not maybe they thought that it may be an FBI agent or somebody from the sheriff's department? They didn't know if it was a friendly or if it was a hostile actor. And those questions must be answered.
Congressman Pfluger has been named as part of a committee that will be asking the Secret Service those questions. And Joanna Keese, chair for the Ector County Democratic Party, also released a statement that reads in part, quote, "There is absolutely no place for political violence in our democracy. And we saw violence on January 6th, 2021, of which was even directed upon GOP leaders by Trump supporters." To see her full statement, you can visit our website. Just go to CBS7.com. Today, Donald Trump was officially nominated as the Republican presidential nominee, and he named his vice president. We'll have more information on this story and a look at the first day of the Republican National Convention coming up later on CBS7 News at 9. We've got continuing coverage for you now on a car accident that left one woman dead after a man test driving a vehicle was driving at 124 miles an hour. Now the children of the woman killed have filed a wrongful death lawsuit. You're looking at video now from that accident that killed 47-year-old Kuma Carrillo back on June 7th. Carrillo's family is suing Meese, the driver who fled the scene, and the car salesman who was with Meese in the Challenger, and the dealership, All-American Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram of Odessa. According to Zeal & Associates, the family is seeking to recover damages including court cost, funeral cost, loss of income, loss of companionship, and mental anguish. You can read more details from the accident and on the lawsuit coming up on our website, CBS7.com. Tracking crime now, the 12 men you're seeing now were arrested on July 11th for solicitation of prostitution. It was part of a multi-agency prostitution sting called Operation Independence. The agencies involved were the Midland County Sheriff's Office, the Midland Police Department, Texas DPS Criminal Investigations Division, Texas DPS Highway Patrol, Odessa Police Department, and the Midland Independent School District. For more information on these arrests, you can visit our website, CBS7.com. Also in Midland, the Sheriff's Office has arrested this man for aggravated robbery after an incident that happened on July 5th in the 85,000 block of FM 307. During an investigation, police identified the suspect as Sigel Ward and got an arrest warrant, and then on July 10th, Ward was spotted in the 3400 block of South County Road 1071. He's been arrested for aggravated robbery and possession of a firearm by a felon. In Odessa, a man is dead after his own pickup truck ran him over. Odessa police say that 41-year-old Joshua Lujan was at the Sonic on Andrews Highway and 87th Street. Investigation shows that Lujan got out of his truck and it started to roll backwards. Lujan was then run over by the truck, and he was taken to the hospital and pronounced dead. This is an ongoing investigation, and anyone with any information is asked to call Odessa Crime Stoppers at 432-333-TIPS. We've got a public safety alert for you now. A natural gas pipeline ruptured early this morning in Reeves County. Officials say it affected a 24-inch pipeline, and this marks the second time that this has happened in less than a year. The first fracture was a 30-inch pipeline about 300 yards from today's incident. The two pipelines run parallel to each other, and this latest break is causing some environmental concerns. Reeves County Emergency Services is currently on scene for an investigation. We're going to take a pause from your news now and talk your weather forecast with Chief Meteorologist Tom Teefer-Teller. Tom, it was a hot start to the week. Is it going to get warmer?
We are going to see temperatures into triple-digit territory is what I'm trying to say, as we're going to be looking at some hot stuff for the start of the week, then changes after that. Now, we did see scattered showers and thunder showers out there across the area. That activity has died down here across the mountain area. Still a few lingering showers across western Jeff Davis into Presidio County and down towards Big Bend. Temperatures were hot today. We saw temperatures up to 100 at Midland Air Park, 102 in Big Spring, triple digits in Odessa, and topped out at 98 out of the Middle National Air and Spaceport. With one of the hot spots was Pecos, up to 103. We're currently cooling off a little bit out there across the area into the lower to mid 90s, so still a little on the warm side with that rain. Did a number down here on temperatures around Fort Davis, Alpine, upper 70s at the present time. Here's what we're looking at for the rest of tonight. Into the morning hours, we're going to see things rather mild. Temperatures down into the mid 70s overnight tonight. But tomorrow, though, another scorcher on the way. Then after that, well, a little bit different story that we're going to tell you about here in a few minutes.
Thank you, Tom. Over the weekend, multiple businesses that are a part of the Town and Country Shopping Center in Odessa caught fire. Each business has different kinds of damage, especially at Payne's Gym, which has had to close. Aaron's Rent to Own Furniture and Town and Country Drug have significant smoke damage. The Town and Country Barber Shop and Payne's Gym have been devastated by this fire, leaving many members of the beloved gym displaced as it is unusable for the foreseeable future. Now, despite the devastation, the local community wasted no time in coming together to support the owners and members of Payne's Gym.
And then I thought about the members. You know, obviously there's hundreds of people who go there. And like I told you earlier, when people pick their gym, typically they stay for years and years and years. I've had people call us saying they've been there, going there 7 days a week for 10 years now. So to wake up and not have that routine, you know, to set your tone for your day is pretty awkward.
Flex 24 is just one of many gyms from all over the area that have opened their doors to offer deals to those that have no longer have a place to work out. And the cause of the fire is still unknown. Across West Texas, the Reeves County Meals on Wheels program is working to deliver hot, nutritious meals to elderly and disabled residents in Reeves County. The program delivers meals to 100 clients from Pecos to Saragossa and Barstow. Meals on Wheels is looking for volunteers to deliver those meals to the clients.
You know, we need volunteers that have the time. A lot of times these individuals they just want to talk. They probably don't see anyone during the day. You know, their families are busy or probably not even in town. They're lonely. And there's always something that they need.
If you're interested in volunteering, you can visit the Reeves County Meals on Wheels office. And looking in the community now, Senior Life Midland unveiled their new facility today. Senior Life has served the senior community of Midland for over 50 years. And with the growing size of the city, the need for a new facility geared to serve the needs of the community for many more years to come.
Well, it's the culmination of years of work and dreaming, and now it's come to reality, and that's the grand opening of our brand new facility here for Senior Life Midland. And it's just taken a lot of hard work by many people, and to see it open up today and to know that this facility is going to serve our area seniors on a much bigger, broader scale than ever before.
For more information on Senior Life Midland, you can visit seniorlifemidland.org. And the Salvation Army of Midland is hosting a fan drive this week. They'll be distributed Wednesday, and anyone in need of a fan can visit their office in Midland on Wednesday, July 17th from 9 to 12 and from 1 to 4. To pick up a fan, you need to bring your ID and a bill with your name and address on it. The Bright Star Memorial at UT Permian Basin is one step closer to being placed at its permanent home on campus. Today, crews worked to carefully dismantle the landmark, which was on display in the UTPB library. It's now being moved to another location on campus where artists will apply a patina to the bronze. This will give it a greenish hue and protect it from any weathering. In a few weeks, the art piece will be moved to the outdoor memorial plaza that'll be located off of Loop 338. The artwork will light up the plaza, displaying the names of the victims of the tragic August 31st mass shooting that happened nearly 5 years ago. The university is set to host a sunset service on August 29th at 8 o'clock at the new plaza. And the United Way of Midland held their Club Read celebration today at Urban Air Adventure Park. This is the 11th year for the program, which is in collaboration with other local agencies like Boys and Girls Club of Midland, Casa de Amigos, and Opportunity Tribe. The program aims to keep low-income and high-risk students engaged in reading during the summer. The last 2 years, United Way has had an end-of-summer celebration to recognize the achievements of those students from the participating agencies.
I think it's just a great opportunity for them, especially coming here and celebrating. We also give out a backpack and school supplies with their participation in the program, as well as we have awarded over 2,000 books this summer to the program as well.
More information can be found at uwmidland.org. We've got another new head coach here in the Permian Basin, but it's for volleyball. Earlier today, Midland College introduced former student and former player Christina Gafford as the new head coach, who's replacing Tammy Jimenez. Gafford was a 2-year starter while with the Chaparrals volleyball team, and during her sophomore year at Midland College, she set a volleyball team record with 830 assists, and she led the team twice to the NJCAA Region 5 West tournament. Gafford has served as an assistant coach since 2018, and she's excited to help bring the program back to prominence.
Yeah, it's very exciting. It's a full circle moment for me, just all the experience I've had with the college, both as a student and now as an employee and head coach. It's something that I've dreamt about, goals of mine for the future, and now I get to carry it out. So it's just full circle moment for me. I can relate very well to all the younger people. I can relate to explaining myself in a way that everyone would understand. So I really think that that's kind of how I can elevate the program here.
The Lady Shaps begin training camp for the 2024 season in just a couple weeks. Also in Midland, the 61st annual Women's City Tournament began today at Hogan Park. Today's round was the qualifying round, and tomorrow will be match play at the Green Tree Country Club. Match play will continue Wednesday at the Midland Country Club before concluding on Thursday at the Ranchland Hills Golf Club. And don't forget to tune in to CBS7 News tonight at 10 for more First Alert sports coverage with CBS7 Sports Director Jair Brooks Davis. Still ahead, today marks day one of the Republican National Convention, and we've got a recap of the day's events next in your news across the nation. A group called the Coalition to March on the RNC 2024 took to the streets of downtown Milwaukee today to speak out against the GOP. Our CBS7 Washington News Bureau correspondent Stetson Miller is in Milwaukee, and he tells us more about it.
Just as the convention is beginning, these protesters are here behind me to speak out against the Republican Party. They say they want to call out the party's hateful agenda and they say they will not tolerate it.
Our country! Our streets!
Hundreds of protesters made their way through the streets of downtown Milwaukee on Monday, marching in opposition to the Republican National Convention and former President Donald Trump.
Today is about resisting the Republicans' reactionary and racist agenda. We are here to show the Republicans that they're not welcome in our city.
The Milwaukee Anti-War Committee!
They wanted to make that message clear to convention attendees, pausing to rally just a block away from the FISA Forum Arena where the convention is taking place.
I just wanted to make my voice heard. I have several different signs that I made. Supreme Court is one. There's so many things that I'm against what Trump has done that we need to correct.
They also spoke out in support of several causes like LGBTQ, immigrant, abortion, and women's rights, as well as call for peace and an end to the war in Gaza.
Abortion is a human right!
Now some are just hoping that Monday's protest made a difference.
Their agenda is just wrong, and it's against the people, it's anti-human, and we're here to show them that that is not okay.
In Milwaukee, Wisconsin, I'm Stetson Miller.
Well, we are going to be looking at least one more day of triple-digit heat, then some changes with some tropical moisture, some rain chances in our forecast. We'll talk about those and some milder temperatures up next.
Now, from the CBS7 First Alert Weather Center, here's Chief Meteorologist Tom Tiefertiller.
Well, satellite and radar view showing things settling down thunder shower wise this evening. Still some leftover clouds and some cooler temperatures down across the mountain areas right now. Looking at the tall city skyline, it's a perfect evening. A little on the warm side out there as we're still hanging on to the lower to mid 90s across the Permian Basin. But again, these mountain areas, that's where is the place to be this evening with 80 in Fort Davis, 78 in Alpine, 79 down towards the Panther Junction area. So seeing those showers, thunder showers a little bit earlier today with some spotty 5/100 to a 1/10 of an inch rainfall amounts in a few locations there. High pressure is kind of centered up across portions of Colorado, New Mexico, and the Texas Panhandle, showing a track off to the north and northeast, but it's going to move slow, so it's still going to be in charge of our weather tomorrow, and we're going to see some hot stuff across the area. But as this lifts further off to the north, then stretches out to the northeast, a lot of this tropical moisture is going to start to move back into West Texas. So higher humidity levels with it, but milder temperatures, and then also some rain chances as we could see some tropical disturbances move on shore, some tropical waves, and that could help us out, and also a weak cool front too. Not much going on across the state other than the dying showers across West Texas at the present time, and temperatures across the state today, well, they were hottest up towards the Amarillo area, 106 degrees, triple digits in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, so that 98 not too bad across the Permian Basin, but those temperatures are going up coming up tomorrow afternoon. Now taking a look at this futurecast, pretty quiet overnight tonight into the morning hours, cloud-free skies to wake up to. Then we get a little daytime heating, kicking off some showers, thunder showers, mountain areas down towards Big Bend. But then once the sun sets, everything will start to wind back down. Now on Wednesday, it's going to be a little bit different story as there's going to be a weak front start to move down as high pressure moves away. And that could kick off some scattered showers and thunder showers across parts of the northern eastern Permian Basin. We'll have to keep an eye on that with better rain chances with this front hanging around coming up, it looks like on Thursday into Friday. Tonight, pretty quiet out there and clear. Lower 70s on the way. Tomorrow, everybody gets in on the triple digits except the mountain areas, up to 92 in Marfa, 94 in the Alpine area. But look at those temperatures, though, into the triple digits. But then we'll see things try to cool off a little bit on Wednesday, still hot. But then we'll get into the lower 90s, even the upper 80s with scattered shower, thunderstorm chances going up a little bit, especially late in the weekend into the early part of next week.
Governor Abbott is calling on CenterPoint Energy to change after the delayed response following Hurricane Beryl. We hear from the governor and what he plans to do if there is no action taken. Up next. It's been 1 week since Hurricane Beryl has made landfall, and around 300,000 people are still without power. State officials are now calling on CenterPoint Energy for change. The power company serves more than 2.5 million customers in Southeast Texas. Governor Greg Abbott is giving the company until the end of the month to specify how they will stage enough workers to respond to any future outage events.
If CenterPoint fails to comply with this request or provides insufficient information by July the 31st, I will issue an executive order in response to any impending tropical storm to impose my own requirements on CenterPoint that are geared to keep power on through hurricane season until the next legislative session.
Governor Abbott also says that if CenterPoint does not comply, he will direct the Public Utilities Commission to reject any effort from the company to request a recovery of lost profit from the outages. Meanwhile, the Texas Workforce Commission is extending the deadline for disaster unemployment assistance. This applies to those who were affected by those straight-line winds that caused severe damage in Hockley County back in May. Individuals whose employment or self-employment was impacted by the severe storms now have until August 15th to apply. Tom, if you like to go all out with your Halloween decor, now is the time to start shopping.
Okay.
Starting on Thursday, some of Home Depot's biggest Halloween decorations are going on sale already.
Yeah, I saw that. Those extra large 7-foot
Yes.
skeletons, they
Yep.
expect them to sell out immediately.
Oh, they do. They recently hinted at the Halloween launch on their Instagram page. The home improvement giant
12
will
foot,
again
excuse me.
have Skelly, the colossal 12-foot tall animated skeleton. His sidekick Skelly Dog will also be on sale. Skelly has been a Halloween hit since it hit stores in 2020. And since then, the retailer has expanded its product line due to the insane consumer demand. Other popular items like the 7-foot animated Frankenstein and the giant Inferno Deadwood skeleton will also likely be available.
I have an inflatable dachshund with a pilgrim head.
Do you really? That's a good way to.
And see, that's way it's more a fall decoration
just fall
to get a
and
little more
you keep
use
it
out
out.
of it.
Yeah, absolutely. My apartment is not big enough for me to have that. I wish I could try, but maybe not. Thanks for joining us for CBS 7 News at 9 on the CW. We've got more news coming up tonight at 10.